Hi, my name is Sahil Koja, and this is my reflection on the Model UN, Model United Nations Club that I participated in the year 2013 to 2014. My learning outcomes is that I undertook new challenges, I planned and initiated activities, I worked collaboratively with others, I showed perseverance, and I engaged with issues of global importance. The new challenge that we undertook is that we hosted our own conference at our school. Usually, a conference has anywhere from 100 to 3,000 people at one time. We have different committees, for example, General Assembly 1 to Economic and Social, World Health, Women's Rights. Then there's also specialized committees such as Israel, Palestine, um, the Brain Trust. There's other crisis committees as well. And so we had to plan out an entire conference held at our school. And that was a new challenge for us because we as a group, as a Model UN leadership, had never done this before. And so it was a lot of planning and a lot of action, and we had to set everything up the day before, and make layouts, print out all the placards, make sure all the placards were in place, have food in order, and there was a lot of logistics involved within the organization of this specific conference, which is the Dallas Area Model United Nations Conference, in which schools in the Dallas area come to North Hills and they participate and represent delegates from all over the world. So that was one of the activities that we planned and initiated within Model United Nations. Another activity that we planned and initiated was the Save the Children Marathon. This was the very first annual marathon that we did along with the Junior World Affairs Council, sponsoring the Save the Children organization. And we, North Hills, our school, with 5 or 6 other schools, had a marathon in which we had this kind of relay race format where people would run around and pass the baton off and run around. And after all the laps were completed, it would be the whole entire school basically ran a marathon as a whole. And so North Hills, our school, was in charge of initiating this first marathon. So contacting schools, making sure that we had a venue, providing food, making sure our team was in place, showing people that we were a model Junior World Affairs Council as well. And Junior World Affairs Council in their presentation and in their outreach events now use our Junior World Affairs Council organization within Model United Nations as a model Junior World Affairs Council, because and they tell other schools to strive to be like us because of the activities that we have initiated for and under Junior World Affairs Council, as well as the events that we often attend, like luncheons and dinners relating with global events. For example, recently we went to one by Fareed Zakaria. We've been to one by Rick Steves. So these are all figureheads in terms of global importance and have various shows and books and radio shows in which they talk about issues of global importance. Working collaboratively with others is definitely a big part in this, as people have certain responsibilities in the formation of these activities, and the formation of Save the Children, and the formation of this conference. I remember I specifically was in charge of setting up all the committee rooms and making sure all the placards were in place, as well as more on the logistics side, while the others were dealing with background guides and topics and what committees we would like in the specific conference. In that, in turn, whatever they decide and whatever I decide with them reflects on or transitions into what I have to place in that committee, as different committees need different types of environments. For example, in Franklin's and the Brain Trust, we had it's a cooler environment because it's set in a winter scene, so something we'd take into account if we were to do that crisis event. The reason that I say that we showed perseverance and commitment is because this was my third year in Model United Nations. After being a member for 2 years, I was appointed to the JWAC leadership, and this upcoming year I will be part of the secretariat. And this is just a really fun and an interesting hobby for me because I enjoy debating about issues of global importance. I think it's something that we need in our generation today, is that if you aren't globally minded, then if you don't know what's happening around the world and you're only worried about what's happening in your local area, you can't contribute as much to society. And if you can't see the bigger picture or see everything on a global scale, then any activity you initiate or any opportunities you see or any thoughts you have won't be scaled or won't be correctly scaled if you did not engage in issues of global importance. So this is just a quick reflection on the 1 year that the 1 year I participated in while at the United Nations. Thank you.